Well, you know, I'm like any other guy that does restoration, builds hot rods and stuff. You're in your shop, you're always looking for things. I go to shows, and I stumbled across these people at a show, and I've been using a competitor's product, and they told me the difference between this and that. I bought a sampler kit. I went home and coated the front frame horns of a car I had just clipped. I fell in love with it and I've been using it ever since. Yeah, it's much more, there's a lot more meat to it. It's tough. You can see the demonstration we do. We bang the pipe together, it doesn't chip. Really tough. The self-leveling part of it is awesome. It goes on with a brush. You can spray it. You can roll it, but I use a brush. And if you have the right temperature and humidity conditions and you pay attention to what you're doing, no one will believe you used a brush. They think it was sprayed on. It just leaves a wonderful finish. Well, I take the KBS, the three-step system where you've got the cleaner and the primer and then the rust seal. It encapsulates rust, stops the rust dead in its track. I use it a lot. I do a lot of classic car work. But even agricultural equipment, you know, on my radio shows I talk to a lot of farmers. I recommend this all the time to coat their ag equipment because that stuff sits out, doesn't get used, you know, on occasion, and they have a lot of corrosion and rust problems because of the chemicals in the ground. But I build trailers, and coating a trailer with this stuff is great because when you're done, it won't rot, chip, it's not going to rust. It takes your product and takes it to the next level. Oh yeah, in fact, I have an old tiller, garden tiller, it's a big old monster with a Kohler engine on it, and I went through all the trouble of sealing the tank, which worked great. And you know, people say, why would you do that? Why don't you just go buy another tank? Well, when you have an antique car, a classic piece of equipment, you may not be able to get a replacement tank that's like the original, and it takes away the authenticity. It's a great way to go. It's much less expensive than buying a tank, too. You know, they like the fact about if you explain it to them properly, if they apply it properly, it's like anything else. It's all in the prep and the person that applies it. They like that, the fact that it'll stop the rust. Particularly, like I said, if you've got some classic cars or something, you're doing the floorboards and you're not going to have to come back and repair those. But, you know, people really are people, human nature, they like the appearance. The appearance, the finish this leaves behind, and because it's available in so many different colors, it's easy to apply. So ease of application, the appearance, all of that's real critical. And the fact that it really does seal rust, for a lot of people, that's important, but appearance always comes first. Well, you know, it's always a pleasure to represent a product. It's a good value. You know, the product goes at 1 quart, goes a great distance, you know, you go to whole frame. It lasts, it does everything it claims, and they've got such a varied product line with the top coaters, the cavity coater, the tank sealers, and what I think is pretty neat is, and I did this initially, you can buy the little sampler kit, 15 to 20 bucks, whatever it costs. Just take it home, then you use it, then you know you like the product. Once you take a sampler kit home and use it, you're hooked.